Hey, it's Walter Van Dusen, Lexington, Massachusetts. We are in Waterbury, Vermont, which is outside of Stowe, Vermont. And this is going to be a short video about a couple of new items that I received before I headed to Vermont for the Christmas holiday. These two items are from Creator Cup. They are for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and made specifically for the Samsung T9, which I have on the Minimalist SSD drive mount for the iPhone 15 Pro. I'm going to show how I use it for a very small footprint. And I'll show how it is flexible, 3D printed, very nice. It has T9 for Samsung T9. And it slides on very easily. And if you put the phone in, facing the USB-C to USB-C, you're able to use this, which I got from Amazon, a USB-C male to USB-C female, then USB-C to USB-C, which allows to have connected to the Samsung T9, and if you move it forward, you can connect it to your phone to be able to record to the phone to the Samsung T9. Very minimalist, very secure, and you can keep it with you in your pocket. So it's very nice. And we are recording on the OSBOT Tail Air, which can track me, which you can see tracking me from the door through the room. I can see it from the app, which is sort of cool. Then we have the bigger version, which they call SSD CineGrip for iPhone 15 Pro Max. Once again, customized for the Samsung T9. The SSD CineGrip for iPhone 15 Pro Max was customized for the Samsung T9. The reason what makes this special is it has 3 threaded connections where you can use a little tabletop setup. So if you want to, for example, put it onto a tabletop, you can. And this is very nice. I don't have the correct USB-C cable. I just have this long one. But same concept. This goes into here. The T9 goes into this along with the phone, which I can show. The mini version is very well made with great specs. So there's 2 slides, 2 trays. Basically, you can slide in the T9. So they do ask you when you order this what hard drive you are going to use. So you slide it in. Tolerances are very tight, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. And the phone without a case slides in all the way, and then you get a small cable. So you put the phone all the way in till it bottoms out. The T9 by Samsung bottom out. Then you should get a much smaller cable, which I do not have. So you want the small cable which now, since it's hooked up, there is a blue light showing that it now is seeing the phone. And if you want to, you can put onto a camera, to your camera now onto a little stand, and you can have it perfectly clear. I do not see the stand. So I have it, I'm using the OSBOT app to see everything following me. And what's nice about this is it tracks me even when I'm turned around. And I can see the OSBOT Tail Air tracking me, which is pretty sweet if you want to do self videotaping. So the solution is, if you want to have your phone mounted onto a stand, I believe that the SSD CineGrip is great because it has 3 mounting points. And if you want to go minimal without mounting your phone to something, the smaller version will still fit in your pocket. Both of these are extremely well made. So this is really good for self-filming. If you want to do vertical, you can do vertical down here because it has a thread down here. Tolerances are very tight, extremely well made. Highly, highly, highly recommend. And for your minimalist setup, you cannot go wrong with this either. Very great tolerances. And with the little C mount, you can have it go right in. Which shows that it's lighting up, so we have a good connection. And then if you want to film, my favorite app is the Blackmagic camera app. So this is a very, very nice Minimalist SSD mount for iPhone 15 Pro Max with the Samsung T9. Highly recommend if you can see this, which I'm assuming you can. Very minimal. And I have the LUT on it by Joel. Let me just see if I can find the name of it. Phantom LUTs. Geez, I couldn't remember that. So I immediately, as soon as the Phantom LUT came up, I bought the iPhone 15 Phantom RE 5-pack. And I have that as the LUT of choice when I'm using the Blackmagic app. And I do not have it baked in because you can go to Adobe Premiere and add the LUT. But if you want to bake in the LUT, you can do that too. So this is the Creative Cup iPhone 15 Pro Max Samsung T9. You have the version that you can have the hand grip, which is very stable. 2 connections on the top and the bottom and 1 on the side. So you can do vertical or horizontal. And if you want minimal, this is called the Minimalist, which I really like too. Now, I also have, this is a sweet setup, but I figured out with this specific setup, I cannot use this if I want to use the Moment iPhone 15 Pro Max 67 millimeter thread adapter, because if I'm outside, I want to be able to use a variable ND filter, which would be pretty cool because I have it so it's on shutter angle, 180 shutter angle. So this is very sweet, and my favorite filter system is by Nisi. It's the Nisi True Color, and I suggest that you get the biggest one that you need for your lenses. This is the 82 millimeter one, but I have the 82 to 67 step down ring, which fits perfectly on the Moment 67 thread. And this gives you a 2 to, I believe, 6 variable ND with no vignetting. You have 2 to 4, and I have it on shutter angle like I mentioned. So this is the Nisi variable ND with the brass step down ring. A short flexible cable to be able to use it, because I have, now if they made one of these male to male, that would be 100% perfect, which I'll look that up. So if there's a male to male one of these, this setup, the minimalist setup, would be pretty sweet. This would still fit in your pocket. So this is just the Creator Cup. Got this before I went to Vermont.